everyone. Welcome back to the Blossom Podcast, where we talk about weathering through seasons of life. My name is Chelsea.
And I'm Charvi. Join us to explore the challenges, experiences, and triumphs of navigating our 20s, girlhood, and everything in between.
So grab your snacks, make your tea, and get comfy as we dive into today's episode, where we talk about embracing singlehood.
And what about it?
We rehearsed that so many times.
Yeah, to get the timing right.
All right, so to start off the episode, how about we briefly tell them about like our own personal experiences when it came to dating and like relationships. You want to start off first?
So
I'm so excited.
no, you're not. Okay, so I mean, I have been to a few dates, but
A few. Wait, what?
okay. Let's cap it there.
Oh
Let's
my
cap
god.
it there.
Okay.
And I feel like it wasn't really what I was looking for, so eventually it didn't amount to anything. So I feel like in this area, I probably may not be too experienced, unlike this girl here.
Okay, the difference is that I didn't date around. I had one
What do
relationship.
you mean it didn't? I didn't date around.
You had a few dates.
Yeah.
Mine was like just one relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least you like had some experiences in like, you know,
If
being
there-
in the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was an unfortunate experience. Like
Can you give a little bit more details on like what happened? Like, or I mean, you don't have to tell us like where or like what happened during the dates, but you can like talk a little bit more about this person, and then like a little bit more about what you like, what you don't like about them.
Okay, I don't think I'll be going into like much detail, but I feel like on the dates, like I feel like it just wasn't really what I was looking for. Like, you know, both of us made like a list of like things that we want in our
That's
future
so
partners.
cute. Oh.
You're included. What are you talking about?
No,
We both have a list.
I thought you were talking about like you and that guy were
No,
made a list of
you
things that
and
you wanted
me.
to do in the
What
future.
guy? What
So I was
guy?
like, what is this? I've never heard about this.
No.
Okay, but yes, we did make a list of
Yeah.
things that we want in our future partners as kind of like, it's not like
reminders.
they're like reminders. They're like, okay, we're not trying to say that like our future partner has to be every single thing in that list, but the core values and like the traits that we definitely know that we need to have and that we want to have in our partners has to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So basically from these dates, like I could see, like even though I didn't have this list back then, like it was just not what I was looking for. Like some qualities in this list. Maybe we'll go into the list after she shares her experience too. But yeah, I quickly realized like what I didn't like and what I liked in a person. So I feel like even though it wasn't really like that great of an experience, I feel like it did make me like learn some things about myself. So like I don't really like regret it as much, because it opened my eyes to what I like and what I don't. So maybe you can start with your experience.
Okay, so I was in my very first and like
Last.
I would say
Wait,
last.
yeah, I was like,
I was like, I don't think it's last.
Yeah.
My first relationship. Okay, I've only had one, and it lasted almost 2 years, and it happened about 2 years ago. So I've been single since then. And what about it?
Yeah.
But basically, like, I think things were really good from the very beginning because we both started off as friends. And I think that's kind of the foundation that I always want to start off with my future relationships. I think friendship to lovers.
Yes. That's the best
My
trope.
favorite trope. But, like, don't
Yeah.
you think enemies to lovers is kind of like,
No, but that means like for enemies to lovers, you kind of find the enemy hot already.
oh, that's so true.
You know what
But
I mean?
like,
And that's like so hard to find.
it's already fun. I'm not even gonna get there. I'm not even gonna
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Friendship to
So yeah,
Yeah.
friends to lovers.
yeah, friends to lovers.
Yeah.
It's the most
So-
realistic.
It is the most realistic.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people like they don't agree with it because they feel like if anything happens in terms of like diving into having a romantic connection with that person, you will end up losing that friend in the process. But I don't think so, because I think that if anything, if it doesn't work out like romantically between you and the person, like as long as both of you are mature enough to be like, okay, well, this didn't work out, but both of us like the friendship matters a lot to us, and we still want to make sure that we want to maintain that. So yeah, I mean,
But can it
that's
truly go back to like what it was before?
definitely not.
So then, like, I feel like people's fears are rooted in reality.
Yeah, I definitely get what they mean. I definitely get what they mean. But like, yeah, but like from my own personal experience, yeah, that's kind of like how we first started. We became like friends first, and then we progressively became a lot closer. So we became besties, and then eventually like we got together. And it was nice in the beginning because actually I wouldn't even know if I can call it like nice, because like we started off.
What? Not the double back. Like, what is that?
No, because we started off like it happened in 2020, so that was the beginning of COVID and like the pandemic and the lockdown period and everything. So he was not in Singapore. I'm not gonna say where, but we were kind of like, it was low-key like LDR a little bit, and we weren't officially together then. It was still kind of like
What? Not
dating.
official?
Yeah, not official
I
yet.
feel like I don't know the timeline that well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's on you.
That's on me. That's my bad. Skill issue.
No issue. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, so we only became official like after 6 months of like LDR dating. So that's when we
What?
first like met each other, and then that's when we agreed that okay, that's when we will start being official.
Oh.
Yeah. So so in the first few months it was good because like there was still a lot of time in between to like meet up with each other, spending time with each other and everything. But now that I reflect back, now that I look back on it, I realized that there was a lot of love bombing in the beginning.
Mm.
And one of my top love languages is words of affirmation. And in the beginning he was very good at that, um but as time went by I started to see that there was very inconsistent behavior, which really made me confused for like a long time, because I was like, well, am I doing something wrong,
Not
like
the
is
anxious
there something?
attachment.
No, for real, like that was like where my anxious attachment was just in full, what's the word?
Throttle.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a bit too advanced of a word. Full blast.
Yeah, so so like the inconsistent behavior was something that was really turned off by, but obviously because I was committed, I really thought at that time that I saw our relationship, lasting till the end of time. It didn't.
Well, obviously.
Obviously. But yeah, there was like a lot of like lessons that I learned in between, and qualities that I found out about him that I didn't want in a partner, and qualities that I realized that I wanted in a partner, and things about myself that I didn't even know if I hadn't gone through it. So that's kind of roughly like how my experience with my first relationship went. We did like end things amicably, and we thought that we were able to like go back to being friends.
Wait, why do I not remember this?
What? No way. I told you about this.
Wait, I should remember this.
What?
I thought you
I
guys like.
swear to God, I told you
Wait,
this.
what do you like? So, how did you try being friends with him?
Okay. So basically, like one of our last, one of the last things that we did together
Oh,
was,
y'all ate at a restaurant, right?
well, we met. It wasn't a restaurant. It was like Coffee Bean. It was a cafe.
Okay, restaurant on a budget.
Restaurant on a
Wait,
budget.
was it like for the closure thing?
Yeah. For the closure.
But what? So did you meet him beyond
No.
that? So that was not you being trying to be friends, right?
Yeah. No. Okay. Well. Okay.
Wait, you
so like
explain
my
what
thought.
happened.
So my thought process. Okay. So basically, what happened before things ended was that we were like, we went through a phase of like binge watching K-dramas together, which was kind of cute. It was nice. And then we started on a new one, but we never got to finish it together because obviously like that's when, things ended. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I thought that was like something that we could still continue like bonding over. Like we don't have to watch it together, but we can still like talk about it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he did try to like make the effort to go back to being friends, but because I feel like I was a lot more emotionally invested in the relationship, like especially towards the end, I felt like it definitely took me way longer to get over it and to move on and to not feel so emotionally affected by it even when he still like reaches out, well, when he reached out at that time. So even though he kept like, you know, sending me videos to watch or like kept bringing up like topics as if we were like, you know, friends as we were before we got together, I felt like there was just too much history, and it felt very difficult for me to be able to just go back to the way that we were and to try being friends again. So I definitely understand when people say that I don't think that it'll be possible to be friends with your ex. I think it's possible to be acquaintances and to be like friendly to each other, but you don't have to be friends, you know. If you are capable of doing that, then kudos to you. But personally, that's kind of how I realized that like I don't know if I'll be able to do the same if I ever got into a relationship again and things didn't end well, or even if it did but it ended regardless. I don't know if I can like,
It is what it
it is what
is.
it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's kind
Mm.
of like how things panned out afterwards. Like being single after like almost 2 years being in a relationship was definitely a weird transition for me.
So what were like the major things that you noticed like right after breaking up with him?
I was happier.
That's so real. You don't need no man for happiness, okay?
Exactly, that is
Per
so facts. Like,
facts.
yeah, because the thing about being in a relationship, as much as people like to show how amazing it is to be in a relationship, and it definitely is, but it's a lot of work. It requires so much effort, so much of your energy, and you can't just go about your day like normally as you would as like, you know, like I don't have to think about
Like
like,
another person, like what would they would think and like
yeah,
about their feelings
yeah.
and so on. But do you think like you felt kind of weighed down? Okay, I don't know if the word is weighed down, but do you think you put like more effort into the relationship than your ex? And maybe that's why you felt you know,
Drained.
yeah, and then
Mm.
afterward like you broke up and then you felt a lot like freer and like
Mm.
happier. Cause I feel okay, you should elaborate
Mm.
first.
Yeah, I think I definitely did feel that way. That's definitely the reason why. It's because there was already a very, very clear imbalance in terms of efforts that is being um exerted on both ends. It was like I ended up being the one who kept, you know, taking more initiative and planning all the dates and like suggesting for stuff for the both of us to do or even initiating conversation, which, just to be clear, I don't mind doing any of those things. Like I don't think that you always need to rely on the man to like always take initiative, to always be the one to plan stuff. But the fact that I was doing it so much more than he was, especially when there were periods that I knew that I didn't have the capacity or the energy to do it, but because I was like, well, you know, this is a relationship, I have to pour, you know, pour what?
Pour more effort.
Yeah.
You're forgetting part of your sentence.
It's like, what am I pouring here? Yeah, so I think that's definitely why I felt very emotionally drained, and also because I think towards the, you know how in the very beginning of the relationship, like you and your partner will not be the same two people that you were at the end of it and from the
Mm,
beginning. You
mm,
know what I
mm,
mean?
mm.
Like you grow along the way, and it's just unfortunate that for our case, even though we grew apart. We grew further
Damn,
from
that's
each
like
other.
some kind of book like synopsis. We grew apart.
No, yeah, literally.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm sure he has definitely grown in other ways that I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't
No
matter.
shame. But I think that for me, I grew a lot more in terms of like emotional maturity. Not saying that he didn't. Okay, I am not speaking on behalf of him. I'm just saying that I
She
think
did, yeah.
I definitely did, because it was my first time being in a relationship. So I didn't know what it was like to have like a significant other, and it definitely took me a while to be accustomed to the idea, because I was like, ew. I have to meet up with you every week.
That's so real. Like,
and I have to talk to you every day.
you talk to a man about what?
About what though?
I don't know.
So yeah. Yeah, so I think the reason why I felt even more drained was because like I felt like we just ended up being at very different wavelengths. You know, what was important to me and what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to discuss about. So the things that I wanted to talk about just wasn't of importance to him. And I feel like I totally understand that if there are certain things that you don't want to talk about, maybe because I don't know, you're not interested in it, or you just don't have like the mental capacity to do that. But if it's all the time, then I think that's where it becomes a bit problematic, because being in a relationship requires a bit of compromise. Not compromise on like core values and such, but I think compromise in terms of knowing that if this is what makes the other person happy, then you gotta,
Indulge a little bit.
yeah, indulge a little bit. Like, yeah. So that was something that I realized that I knew that I wanted in my future partner. Is that he really has to be someone that I can talk about anything and everything with.
Anything, yeah.
You know
that
what
would
I
be
mean?
so fun.
Yeah, like you
don't
just
get weirded
yap
out by
on
it.
and like
Because girls be really talking about anything.
exactly.
And like we just spring it on you. Like, what do you think
Yeah.
about?
Like, what do you think about this? You gotta be ready.
What do you think about our existence on this earth? Like,
It's divine.
it's divine.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. Like, I
Yeah.
just think, yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. And I think being able to talk about like anything and everything doesn't mean that you guys have to like the exact same things or like the exact same things to talk about. It's just, being open-minded and being curious. I think those are two very important traits that I know I want in a partner. Because if you are open-minded and curious, you'd be like, oh, I don't think I've ever thought about it before, but now that you brought it up, it makes me wonder. And then you just like continue having a whole discussion about it, and it just expands to further perspectives and
yeah.
like discussions. So it just makes life like so much more fun and interesting. And being able to share that with someone who is able to entertain such like discussions like that, instead of being like, I don't know.
It's called, like, I saw on like TikTok, they said it's like bids for attention. So for
What is that?
example, it's like you just like humor the person, like for example, like, oh my god, did you see this? And then they're like, oh my god, yeah, that's like whatever.
Yeah.
It's like nothing like serious, but it's like,
Yeah.
you don't like push it aside and be like, whatever, that's like, what is that, like,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
behavior.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, you're like actually interested.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like an actual term for it, but it's like bids for attention. It's quite
I
interesting.
want to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. What do you think are some traits that you, like, from your own personal experiences, did you realize that, oh, this is not what I want, or this is what I want in a partner?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like in relation to the people like I've been on dates with, but I feel like it's like just generally like I feel like I need to look at my list though, like for real. Wait, give me a second.
Tell us, what do you have on your list?
Oh my god, I love people. Okay, I don't love people.
Just stop there. You love people? Unheard of. What?
Wait, it's kind of similar to your point, but I just like, I hate it when I feel like I'm awkward. Like I don't like it when I feel like I have to carry the conversation. Like she's kind of like very extroverted, and she's like good at
No, but I know what you mean though.
coming
I know
up-
what you mean.
Yeah, but she's like, even if like, you would still like ask questions, even though the person isn't
Yeah.
like being like super receptive towards that. But like, for example, like I say something, but they give like a very like lame response, or like they
Or, like, a very
barely
close-ended answer.
close-ended, like what's an example? Like, how was your day
It
at
was
school
good.
today? It was good. Full stop. Then it's like nothing else after
Like,
that.
what happened?
Yeah, like, why are you not expanding? Do I need to give you like questions for like, is this like oral like exam? Like, what is this? Like, why am I giving prompts? Like, yeah, like, oh my god, I really don't like it. Like, I feel like I like people who can really talk,
Carry a conversation.
really carry a conversation.
Yeah.
Because when I was like younger, not that I'm old, but I used to be
Younger.
a lot more like extroverted, and I would like ask people, like keep asking people like
Yeah.
follow-up questions, and like really like bring up a lot of topics, and I didn't mind like doing that. But then I
Yeah.
feel like over the years I got really tired of it.
Mm.
It's like, why am I putting effort when you don't want to like talk as much?
Yeah.
Then I would just keep quiet too, because like I'm not gonna keep talking to someone who's like doesn't want to talk to me, or like just doesn't want to expand on what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And it made me really annoyed. So when I don't put in the effort, then it's just silence on both ends. Then it's like so awkward. Like I hate it. I really hate it. Like it stresses me out. Like, for real.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. To piggyback off her point, yeah, that's literally like that's literally what I'm trying to.
Are you okay?
That was very similar to what happened between me and my ex. Like, I would always be the one facilitating and initiating conversation. It can really just be anything. It's like super general, and I would still find myself always having to prompt him, like similar to how you would, and it just ends up being super draining, because it's like, why do I have to keep being the one to, facilitate the conversation? And it almost feels like an interview. This is not a conversation. I'm interviewing you at this point,
Yeah.
and you're failing it so badly. You're not getting the job. So yeah, that's why it's so. And I know what you mean when you say that, like, you don't want to be someone who makes you feel awkward, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah. What else do you have in your list, actually?
Oh my god, I really don't like it when people don't know how to be serious. Like, you're joking all the damn time. Like, you're clowning all the damn time. Like, there's a place and time to be funny.
Yeah.
But if it's something serious and you're still acting like this is all a joke, I will get so angry. Like,
yeah.
like, what is your problem?
Yeah.
That's not acceptable.
You've experienced this before?
With people, yes.
But not like a romantic prospect.
No, I don't think I would even get near that person if I'm that kind of person. Like, oh my god, I already get like pissed off.
Yeah. You'd be
Even
so
before.
turned off.
Like, it's so bad. And then I have.
What are like your core stuff? What are the core things that you know that you need to have in this partner? Otherwise, it's like, if they don't have it, it's a deal. It's a deal breaker.
Good communication, emotional maturity. I feel like for both of us, it's around the same, though.
Yeah.
I think yours, you had like gets well.
Gets along well with my family. Yeah. I think because for me, I'm very close to my family, and I have a very good relationship with my family, and I don't expect you to have a very good relationship with your family, because everyone grew up in different households, and I cannot fault you if you grew up in a household where you didn't receive as much love or care. I think it's very important for me that even though if you don't get along well with your family, it's important that you get along well with mine, because I think fortunately my family is very accepting, and they're very welcoming people. So if you do anything that messes up with that, or gives them like a very negative outlook about you, that really says something, because they love all my friends. They love Charvi.
What's there not to love?
What's there not to love? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so if there's something that's really like that really bothers them, it really means that there's something wrong with
It's
you.
like a huge red flag.
Yeah.
So back to our first episode.
you guys you guys can watch it or listen to it in our
First episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I think one of my core ones would be respecting my boundaries. Like, if I tell you that I'm
As
like
they should.
not kind of giving bare minimum,
But the bar is
lower than
I can't even see it. Is it here? Is the bar in the room with us?
The bar is the friends we made along the way.
Oh no.
No, but yeah, I really like if I tell you like sometimes you don't even need to tell the person. Like you can
Yeah.
see that there's a boundary there. But like if explicitly tell you that like I don't like this, and you like still like don't listen, then that is giving goodbye.
Giving goodbye.
I can't deal like
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Respecting the boundaries, yeah.
What
As it
about
should
for
be.
you though?
Respecting my boundaries.
No, but like other like
Other things. I really need him to be funny.
But like that's so universal. But the thing is, we're
But-
already funny.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I don't want to just be the funny one. I want someone to bounce off the energy.
Yeah, that was
You
like in
know?
my list too. Like someone who's witty and
Like
doesn't get butt hurt if I like.
Yeah, or it's just like good with bantering. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my god, I love that.
Like, oh.
I love it.
Like when you reciprocate the energy that you're giving me, and you're like,
Yeah, what's up?
go feral.
No, you're going feral. Oh my god, that's so real.
Like it's so
We're going
like
feral
a
over,
funny
like-
man.
Yeah, because they don't exist. Like fictional. They're fictional at this point.
No, yeah, for real.
Ugh.
That's why we're still single by choice. By choice.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Yeah, I think for me, yeah, being with someone who's able to banter and to reciprocate that like energy when I'm in like in a goofy mood is like such like a I love that.
Yeah. Can reciprocate the energy.
Do you need him to dress well? Just a
I wouldn't
side
say
thing.
it's like a core thing, but
It'd
like
be great.
yeah, like be like rags. It
Yeah.
can't be like the
Yeah.
bare minimum.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, like oh my god, I really hate it when I see people like couples in the wild and like the girl is dressed up like amazing.
Oh,
and the
and
guy's
then you-
wearing like slippers, FBT shorts, and a Uniqlo shirt.
Like
Or like and a
almost
shirt.
all Singaporean couples.
Like stop. Stop, the lack of effort is pissing me off. Like
No,
and I'm
for
not
real.
even
I think
like
that just says something about you.
like where's the effort? Why is the girl like looking so much better than you? Like
Unless it was really just supposed to be a casual date and then the girl just decided that, I'm just gonna dress up. Unless it's agreed that like, okay,
I
we're
mean,
going to
yeah.
a nice restaurant, so like dress up, and then he appears like that, then I think that's like, okay, you're pissing me off at this point. Go back home, look at
Change.
your closet, look in the mirror.
I'll meet you in an hour.
I'll meet you in an hour. Okay? I'll go shopping. Pass me your credit card.
No, but please. Okay, I understand that in Singapore it's a bit like too hot. But if the girls can dress up, I swear the guys can dress up too.
Yeah.
Like it's not that bad.
I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah, and I really like I don't want to date someone who doesn't put in effort in themselves. Because I feel like that translates to other parts in your life too.
Yeah.
Like if you don't even want to invest in yourself and how
Yes.
you feel about yourself, how you look,
Yeah.
because obviously the way you look definitely transfers to how you feel about yourself and how
Yeah.
you would start off your day feeling better if you knew you looked better
Yeah.
going out. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I think that's why as girls, like, obviously someone who is muscular and who works out obviously is visually very appealing. That shit's so attractive. But the reason why we love it is because it reflects discipline, number one. It reflects you being consistent, being disciplined and consistent enough to like work out every single day, being committed. Actually,
yeah.
Okay, but like there are a lot of gym bros who like are not committed.
No,
but
but we don't like it when your
Yeah.
whole personality is just working out.
Yeah, no, it has to be something that you do because like
You want to improve yourself.
you want to
You're
improve
working
on yourself. You're working on yourself, and that just means that you take care of yourself.
That's
You
hot.
understand that like your health comes first, and you do what you can to make sure that you're at the pink of it.
The pink. Why
I
is
never
it
heard
such
of
a
pink
funny
of
phrase? I
hell.
know, but it's such a funny phrase.
Like, what
Why
does that
pink?
even mean? I don't know, but it sounds cool. I'm just
Oh my
gonna use
God.
it.
Did it sound
So, yeah.
cool as you said it?
The pink of it. No, yeah. So yeah, that's
That was
that's
a
why.
good point.
Thank you.
That was great.
Yeah, thanks.
What
What
else?
about it?
How about like from people around us? I don't know if I've learned. Like sometimes we don't have to experience something to learn something
Yeah, that's
from
true.
that
That's
experience,
true.
right? Who is in a relationship right now?
God, I don't even know. We have so many
There's an
single friends.
epidemic. Okay, but yeah, honestly, like
Why do you think more and more people are getting more single these days? Ooh.
the crop is not cropping.
The market,
feel
the
like
stock market is crashing.
The market is non-existent. I feel like the women are just getting hotter and like see value in themselves, see like, you know,
Yeah.
empower themselves. They're like, they
Yeah.
know what they want and they don't
Yeah.
want to settle for like
The bare
the
minimum.
bare minimum anymore. And I
Yeah.
feel like the male equivalent of our species is not really like moving up, like, because the girl standards are going up but the men
Mm.
are still here.
Mm.
So it's like the expectations are not matching.
Mm.
And I think that's why.
I think it's not even like why are more people getting single. It's more of like why are people getting into more situationships than like actual relationships.
God, that's so true.
You know what I mean? I feel like because now that we've entered this generation where we've put a label to something as stupid as like being in a situationship, it's
I feel like we're
kind
born
of
in the wrong
like-
era. Like what happened
where
to
are the
men
days?
courting?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, where were the days where where women were being courted?
Huh.
You
okay, I
know?
know there was like other issues, but like still, at least
If I were
romance
to
was not dead.
extract, yeah, chivalry wasn't dead.
Yeah, chivalry is like not even existent right now. Like, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like the whole like boombox kind of thing. That was so cute. Do you know the boombox thing where they like stand
Where, like,
outside?
stand outside
Okay,
your
that
house.
would make me cringe a little bit, but it's like it's kind of cute though.
The intention was there.
Imagine like doing that for a HTV.
Like outside the HDB window, like at like the void deck.
Okay, but we both live like pretty low, so I guess it would work. Imagine
It would
living on
work.
the 15th floor and like blast the music off. That'd be so funny. No,
That's
but
so cute.
I don't know, man. I'm
Yeah.
not giving right now.
Yeah. I think now is just the era where situationships are being more normalized. And
No,
I
refuse. I refuse to get in one.
think I can't even say that because I was
Hey, have more self-respect.
now we do. See that I learned from it.
That's
why
great.
I'm
That's great.
single.
Growth. We love growth.
Character development. Weathering through that season in life.
Yes.
It was a thunderstorm.
It was either a thunderstorm or a drought.
It was thunderstorm. I think we're experiencing drought right now.
We're experiencing drought.
If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think because now situationships are being so normalized, it's that people are starting to settle for being in a situationship than being in an actual relationship, because it's like now that now that situationships are being normalized, and the thing about situationships is that it doesn't enforce commitment on both people. And
Oh my god.
the thought, and because now that it's being normalized, the thought of commitment scares people. That's what makes being in a real like long-term stable relationship becomes unappealing. And that's why like so many of them aren't like in a relationship, and they're just like, I don't know, I'm just been in the talking stage with this guy for like the past 9 months.
If I hear one more talking stage, I'm gonna explode. What do you mean you're talking?
I saw this TikTok the other day. I'm gonna steal her line. I forgot what her name is, but she said that like y'all been in the talking stage for 9 months. You could have had a baby by now.
Oh my god, I love her. Oh my god.
You could have had a baby right now, but y'all still be playing 20 questions.
What is
Like
that?
what?
What is that?
You know what I mean? Like I get that being in a relationship for the long term is scary, but if it's I get that it is scary, but you require like so much emotional maturity to be like, I want to get into a long-term relationship. I'm not just here for the short term, and to be like, well, let's just see where this goes. Or if you already know from the get-go that this is not even someone that you actually want, but because you are so afraid of being alone,
Oh my god, I feel like a
You know
lot
what
of
I mean?
people,
You know what I mean?
like I've seen people who like just cannot be single. Like they be just jumping around left and right to like different relationships or situationships or whatever.
Yeah. It's the lack of, it's like commitment issues at this point.
But like the opposite.
And do you think that Do you think that being single is all that bad?
No, I
No.
feel like I think we should embrace being single as much as possible.
Of course.
There's so much
We should.
freedom and like
Yeah.
you can do anything. You're
Yeah.
not limited by like a person. I don't know.
Like, it's so much fun being single because, like, possibilities are endless. You know, you're not, like, not even just being tied down to one person. Because I think that, especially when you are in a long term relationship, and I pray that both of us, our next relationships are healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say that there's a really great opportunity for you to travel out there and to, like, pursue your career, but you can't because, like, your person is here, you know.
Goodbye,
And they're like
person.
and then
Just
they're
kidding.
like, don't leave me, like, you know, I want you to stay here, stay with me. So, like, decisions like that, you're gonna have to face it once you are in the relationship in the long term, which is a separate conversation to have. But we're just saying that the perks of being single is that because you are not tied down by a relationship, the possibilities of you doing whatever it is that you want, whether it's like pursuing a career, meeting other people, not having to, you know, feel guilty every time that you like a edit of Jungkook.
That's what helps us sleep at night.
Yeah, that's literally
Edits.
not even.
We love people who make edits.
No, for real. Like,
You're keeping me alive.
Send them to me.
Yes. Our chat has too many links.
90% of it are
Yes.
Jungkook thirst traps.
Oh my
I
God, we
kid you
love it,
not.
bro.
I kid you
BTS concert 2025. Let's
not.
go! Oh my God. Okay, wait.
Okay.
We're going on a tangent.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Skill
Yes.
issue. No, but yeah, like, it's so great being single. You just feel
Okay,
so much.
but this is
freedom.
not to say when like 3 a.m. hits and we're like,
I want someone.
but
someone
we
else.
have self-control.
We have self-control. And you know what? I feel like anytime that I have those thoughts, it's like, do I actually, you know, want to be in a relationship because I like the idea of it? Or, you know, I feel like that's something that you also always have to question when you are seeing someone and the possibility of being in a relationship of them comes up, because it's like, oh, do I want to be in this because, like, I'm so scared of, like, being by myself, you know, for the rest of my life, or even just for, like, a period of time. And the idea of a relationship is so appealing to me. Or is it because you genuinely love the person for the way that they are? I think that us being single for, like, this long, why does it sound so sad?
Hey, it isn't sad.
No, it's not
What
sad.
about it?
And what about it?
What about it?
What about it?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Okay, like, if someone comes up to you and is like, I just don't like being single.
You're gonna say I don't like you.
Then you got a mental illness, because, like, who wouldn't like me? That's on you. Sorry.
You're delusional.
You are delusional. I think you need to get checked, because, like, why
What are you talking
why
about?
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, but, like,
I don't like being single.
yeah, someone comes to you
That's
and be like,
kinda
I don't like being single, like, it sucks. It sucks. How would you advise them, and, like, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to not be sad.
No, the toxic positivity that goes crazy.
No, like I would highlight the positives of being single, and maybe ask them to dig a little deeper on why they feel that way. Where is it stemming from, girl?
Yeah.
Go to therapy.
That's why they're going to you, because you're their
I'm
budget
the
therapist.
I'm the budget therapist. Oh my God, I'll help them
For
unpack
real. Let's
where
unpack.
it's coming from.
Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
You know, why?
What would you say though?
Basically what you said.
I took all the points.
You took all my points. No, but for real though, because, like, if you want a relationship so bad, it's like,
Maybe it's just a lover girl in you, but if it's like
I completely
hung
get it,
up on
because I
it.
think we are both lover girls. Stop.
Lover girls.
I think that both of us are certified lover girls. Okay,
Actually, I don't
I'm
know
a
if I'm
hopeless
certified.
romantic.
I don't know if I'm certified lover girl. I've never had a chance to
Okay, what about let me.
apply the theory from the
Okay,
books I've
I
read.
had this conversation like a few weeks ago.
With whom?
No, not with you. Not with you.
I think I don't recall.
No, but basically I was asked, would you rather like live the rest of your life being rich, but you don't have
Ooh.
anyone, but either that or you live the rest of your life with the love of your life. 10 out of 10. Anything and everything that you wanted in again. I was gonna say guy, but I also wanted to say man in again. Bro, I'm glitching so hard today. I'm so sorry. Everything that you want in a man, or a woman, but in our case, it's a man.
Yeah.
Like, would you want to live the rest of your life with that person, but
Be poor.
you're kind of poor, like not like poor that you're gonna die, but poor.
I hope
But
not.
like poor, like in the sense that buying like a new shirt is like a luxury to you. What would you choose? I feel like this is the true question for the hopeless romantics.
I guess I would choose the person.
Okay, so why?
Because I mean, like, even if you're rich, if you're lonely, like, does it really matter? You can't buy a purse. I mean, you can't legally buy a purse.
Yeah.
A lover.
I think it just really depends. I think it's totally fine if you want to be rich and live it the rest of your life being rich and being in a really nice house and buying anything that you want, because that just means that your priorities is not in finding that person for you, which is fine. But I think us being certified lover girls just means that
Did you just certify me?
Yeah, I certified you.
Damn.
I'll give you the certificate after this. I'll send it to you PDF.
Okay.
Your Gmail is
Oh.
No, but yeah, when I first heard this question, I immediately said like the person, because
Not me taking a while. Continue.
but yeah, I chose being with that person for the rest of my life, because as much as I would be really happy, having
Money.
an endless amount of money.
Guys, it's such a dream.
It would be such a dream, no, honestly. But like, if I just envision myself, in a really nice house by myself, I feel like I would always be yearning to share that with someone. You know what I mean? Like in the back of my
Can
mind,
just
I'll
buy a
always
dog.
be like, but it's not the same. I can't kiss my dog.
You
I can, but it's not like romantic.
You better not.
Bestiality go crazy. Okay,
That's
but
hilarious.
yeah, so, and I don't think, and personally, I don't need to be like super rich or anything
But
to
you
be
said you
happy.
can't even afford a shirt.
No, like I can't afford a shirt. It'll just be like a luxury to me. You know what I mean? No, but yeah, like if I was with someone who is everything that I dreamed of, but you see, the caveat here is that I want my man to be rich.
So if you're poor and
He's gonna bring me out of poverty.
Yo, breaking the
We cracked
poverty
the
cycle.
code. Just find a rich man.
Oh my god, that's so
I'm kidding,
hard.
I'm kidding.
Are we?
But
though?
yeah.
Yeah, no, we're kidding. But
Okay, but going back to giving advice to someone who is afraid of being single. Yeah, ask yourself, why are you so afraid of being single? Is it because you are afraid of being on your own and learning about yourself that you just don't want to face?
there's also societal pressures to
And there's societal
get
pressures,
hitched.
which I totally understand. But in this day and age, you are able to define now what brings you happiness, what is success to you, because I know that for a lot of people success means raising a family, having a very successful marriage, stuff like that, and it is looked down upon if you're not able to achieve those things. But who cares?
You do
who-
you.
You do you. Like, at the end of the day, is society gonna be the one living your life? No.
No.
Exactly. And if you have a problem with being on your own, why? Why? Like,
Asking the real
why?
questions.
Is there, like, do you hate yourself so much that you have to find someone else to love you?
Oof. That was a good one. That was a
Let
good
that
one.
sink in.
Be therapist?
I think we should. Pay us though.
Please.
Please.
I can't afford a shirt.
We're gonna live with the we're gonna live with the love of our lives in one shirt. One shirt for the
One
rest of our
shirt
life.
with holes.
With holes.
Everywhere.
That's why you make rich friends.
Oh my god. You better become rich so that I can like
Why don't you just find a rich husband then?
hard.
That's just true.
It's a bit too hard for
That's
me.
true. Okay, but yeah, so to wrap up this episode, do you have any last words that you would like to give for all of our single girlies out there?
Stay single till you find someone that's worthy of commitment, man.
Period. Like I always say that I'm gonna happily stay single until someone shows me I can be happier in a relationship.
Especially if my friends can make me happy already. Like my
Yeah.
female friendships around me already
Yeah.
give me so much like fulfillment. Why do I need someone who doesn't value add to my
Yeah.
life at all?
And who says that love has to be purely romantic?
Yeah.
You know, there's platonic love, right? Yeah, there's platonic love. There's what is it?
Familial love.
Familial. I was like filial filet. Filial
Familial love.
familial love.
Yeah. Friend.
Self-love.
Oh my god, that's so
See?
true.
You know, you can be fulfilled in so many aspects and you don't realize that you are already being loved in so many ways. So if you think that you are lacking in that or feel like the need to search that love in someone else, it just means that you are lacking in one of these other aspects. And that's something that you need to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to wrap up this episode, let us know if you have any other advice that you would like to give to all our other single friends out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and stay single.
Stay single till you find
Eat
the
your
right one.
Pringles. That was so bad.
Single as a Pringle? Yeah.
All right. So I think that's about it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up, follow, subscribe to us, subscribe to our channel, click on the notification bell, comment a tulip.
Comment a tulip.
Comment the tulip emoji
Yeah.
if you reach the end of this episode. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star rating. And we will see you guys in our next episode.
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.